Huge concern for us.
Tonight, the Medford area drug and gang enforcement team is reporting some frightening news. In the last 12 months, the organization says they've seen a 3,000% increase in fentanyl seizures, but in more recent months, they've discovered something that could be far worse.
What we're seeing and our MADGE team is seeing is the mixing of xylazine, which is a central nervous system depressant.
Which is the combination of xylazine and fentanyl, or Tranq as it's more commonly known.
It is present in our community, and we would imagine that that presence will increase.
Adding yet another problem to an already long list of issues.
I mean, our MADGE team is very busy. They have a huge caseload, so not only are they dealing with a 3,000% increase of fentanyl seizures, but they're still seizing heroin and methamphetamine and marijuana and those types of drugs.
All while making life-saving efforts to those that use it that much harder.
Narcan and naloxone and those reversal agents that we use to save people's lives, and other people are using that as well to save friends and family, that's not going to work on xylazine.
According to the National Institute on Drug Abuse, xylazine is a veterinary tranquilizer that is typically used in animals like horses or cattle. However, if taken in combination with opioids like fentanyl, the risk of an overdose increases greatly.
Here on the syringe, this whole syringe is 1 cc. That's the amount of that other syringe I'd give a horse. That tiny little amount at the top, right there, 0.05, is lethal to a human.
For local veterinarians like Keen Massey, the use of xylazine is common practice in his line of work.
I use xylazine, 3-4 times a day, easily.
But when it came to human use, I asked him. Knowing what xylazine does and how powerful it is, I mean, how concerning is that for you to hear?
It's very frightening. It's extremely frightening for me to hear. Veterinarians that have accidentally poked themselves with needles, owners that have accidentally poked themselves with needles that just barely got a drop, and it put them in the hospital for days on cardiac monitors. So it can be extremely potent and dangerous.
Right now, it is still unclear just how much Tranq has made its way into Southern Oregon. Medford police say they'll do all they can to try and combat this new threat.
And fentanyl in and of itself is a very dangerous opiate, a very dangerous drug, and you combine that with the uncertainty of the mixtures and xylazine, and it is an epidemic, and it's an issue that we're going to continue to deal with.